Thomas walks in. The panel
I
commands her
only had
navigation
one
skills and then assigns her
piece.
and Commander Richard to a new mission.
I
The mission
lost it.
in a military base, Josh gets ready to announce the news of the world ending to a select group of people.
Oh,
Thomas introduces Commander Richard to the
Lord.
rest of the crew. The nerves are getting to Josh as he struggles with his necktie. Beck offers assistance, and they make some small talk. Josh starts his speech with a joke, and
What
the
in
crowd
the
silence
world
makes
did I
him feel
do
like the
with
world just
it?
ended at that moment. He starts to relay the preparations they'll make for
Uh,
the next 3 months. They plan to journey into the core and drop weapons of mass destruction to repair the electromagnetic field. Finch creates a program called
mm,
to delete any information about the mission that they leave. Throughout the months, the ship gets closer and closer to being operational. The crew gains cohesiveness after countless simulation failures. Above all, a budding relationship between Beck and Josh cultivates. While Beck practices alone in the cockpit simulator, Richard gives her a piece of his wisdom. He explains what it takes to become a leader, to which Beck replies by asking if he doesn't think she's fit to be one. Richard clears things up by telling her that she's too good, to the point that she's not capable of making bad decisions, further saying that a leader is made not by the victories, but by the defeats. Lightning superstorms start to appear throughout the planet, creating chaos and destruction. The planet's mass decay shortens the deadline of the mission. In the South Pacific, the team gets ready to ride aboard the ship that Roz named Virgin. The crew makes a toast, hoping for their success. The wine's bitterness starts to sweep goodbye to the surface,
mm.
and the possibilities of sour encounters ahead. In the cockpit, they
Hey,
prepare
Cooker.
preparations to descend into the depths of Mariana's Trench. Meanwhile, Conrad is preoccupied with his voice memos that will document the entire journey. Mission
How are
complete,
you?
and Virgil dies at the
I have to take them fast, and I got to take them one at a time
at which the crew good level. They
because
talk to him
I
about
won't swallow them if I don't.
Ross collide with the ship, but
40-some years old and still can't swallow pills
fire
comfortably.
breaks through the Earth's crust. Mission Control detects their activity, and they celebrate the small victory. Virgil's condition is excellent, and the crew
Still be on the struggle bus.
mission for them. In the
You're
continuous,
me?
Conrad narrates
Yeah, I'm not all that good myself.
12 hours later,
Well,
the crew frantically
not bad, but
space. A very
I'm not great.
during the preparation. They experience heavy
I thought about going to the movies tonight,
purple crystals.
but I changed my mind.
Is jammed up for lasers. With no other choice, the crew
I'd
prepares
rather stay home and sulk.
Beck lights up the vicinity, and the glimmering crystal formation mesmerizes the group. Roz begins to cut the piece stuff to the
Mm-mm.
and suddenly, lava starts dropping from above.
That trick don't work for me.
Back inside,
I can't chew no pill. No, hell no.
vital signs are dropping due to removing his oxygen tube used to power Roz's tools.
Mm-mm.
He faints,
Mm-mm.
and Serge rushes out to carry him back into the ship. Meanwhile, the piece hampering the laser explodes.
I didn't try all things.
Fires up the laser, prompting Richard to celebrate.
Juice,
He gets cut off short by a shard of debris.
ice cream, pudding,
He dies and falls into the lava. Beck is hurt, causing her to
chewing.
She finally snaps
What
out
works
of
best is to take them one at a time, slow.
submerges into the lava, and they continue their journey, barely escaping the collapsing cavern.
That way they'll stay down.
Wakes up and is met with the sad news of Richard's passing. They mourn his death and gathers the strength to carry on. Beck and Josh get to know more about one another. She says she admires him for what he did.
My mind
Knocks it off, saying
makes me want to chew.
the
And
second day
I
of
chew until everything is gone.
death, Josh,
I don't
Roz,
chew,
and Serge check in on the news.
then swallow.
Beck alerts
I
them to
chew
the road ahead.
as I swallow.
The weapons unit
Well, that ain't no good.
is damaged, causing the ejection system to start. They make their way out, but Serge
As you see.
he grabs the timers in his notebook, handing it to Joshua. Serge saves the mission, but not himself.
Oh no.
Last attempt to save
6.
Josh asks Beck to override the ejection system.
Hey, Kayla.
Conrad reminds her that a damaged compartment threatens the entire ship. Then Beck realizes what Richard said to her. She makes
Is tonight trick or treating?
Ignoring the cries of Joshua, Josh talks to a frightened Serge on the monitor while Roz tries to open up the doors manually. Feeling hopeless, Roz cries because he doesn't know what to do. Serge gets crushed, and the unit ejects into the mantle. An air of melancholy fills the ship as they lose another member. Josh confronts Beck.
Oh my cooker.
He makes her
You poor baby.
showing Serge's note. Josh continues to berate Beck, but Beck points out
Hmm.
what had to be done to save the
That's what I thought.
Serge's family. Virgil is about to enter the core interface. The crew prepares for breach, and Josh regains his combat. The ships move at dangerous speeds as the density of the core.
That's what I thought.
Beck seems optimistic as she says that this means they'll reach the outer core soon. However,
I wish Jada get her big ass out there
with the unexpected density change, they'll fail.
and trick or treat, give me some Reese's peanut butter cups.
They return to the surface and accept that the world is going to end, regardless of the crew disagreement.
When she was 17, 18, I think.
Project Destiny.
Wasn't 18, 17. Her friends used to go trick or treat, and I used to be happy for that candy.
Josh butts in and says that it's the one responsible for the core stoppage in the first place.
She stopped when she got 18.
That this is their best and only hope in restarting.
Now, no more treats for me.
That Project Destiny will not fix the core. Instead, it will make it worse. Thomas interrupts the heated discussion. He says that he has a direct order from the president to turn the ship back and continue with the alternate plan. An optimistic Josh suggests continuing with the initial plan. If they don't restart the core,
I do to get the chocolate out my tea.
Conrad's selfishness persists, and he snaps at him, saying that the shock will kill him. Beck has the final say, and she, along with Bros and Josh, decides to still give it a shot. Conrad lets his emotions get to him, and Bros knocks him out for some peace and quiet. Finch reports to Mission Control of a recent electric...
And not in this neighborhood. That girl 17 with her buddies from high school. They put on costumes, and they took their ass out there trick-or-treating. And they came home with bags of candy. They sure did. I guess they thought it was hilarious over here. And didn't, and went ahead and just gave it to them. Like, why is y'all big ass out trick-or-treating? And they probably just thought it was funny. Just let them go ahead and participate.
He realizes something. While smoking a cigarette, Conrad explains to the two the theory he came up with.
Well, that's how it is over here. They just let them go ahead and participate.
Reinforcing
They don't care.
the simulation...
If y'all, as long as they're in costume.
Project Destiny begins their operations with approval from Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Finch has his hands full hacking.
They went the year before last.
Denied every time.
Jada went in a Winnie the Pooh costume, and she came home with a bag full of candy.
However, Bronze
Her and her buddies.
discharge attack segments. They will have to modify the master gear, but it's located in a crawl space
And I
with temperature reading
sift through all that candy, got what I wanted out of there. I was like, yay! She didn't do it last year because he was in Georgia last year, and she didn't know trick or treating was tonight. So she was like, she thought it was tomorrow, but
Before he descends, he and Conrad share a sentiment. Bronze makes it
oh no. What? See if you could. Wait a minute, you got ditched.
indistinguishable as he completes his mission, dying in the process.
What do you mean you got ditched at Halloween?
Plans to their respective compartments, commencing the ejection procedure.
I'm
Back
lost.
on the surface, Thomas initiates the firing sequence of Project Destiny. As the countdown begins, Finch finally gets access, shutting off his operations. Two more compartments get ejected, and at the fourth compartment, Josh and Conrad realize that there have been some miscalculations. As they frantically try to fix the situation, the turbulence causes the bomb to trap Joshua. Beck is oblivious to the problem, and the two struggle to lift the bomb. Conrad apologizes, and just as he's about to leave, Beck changes direction, making the bomb roll.
People say let's go trick or treating when I was young, and they ass don't show up. Oh goodness, goodness, goodness.
Josh tries to ask Beck for her opinion about taking the fuel.
Guess who called me last night?
This leaves him with no choice but to take Conrad.
I didn't answer because it's blocked.
And Josh desperately tries to divert the
Private at 10:34. Private. I said, look at him. I thought he was gonna leave. I thought he was done, but I guess not.
He laughs hysterically as the bomb in his compartment goes off. Meanwhile, Mission Control celebrates as the core starts to spin once again.
I'm not gonna do anything.
Same can be said for Josh.
All private calls are blocked. His number is blocked. I'm not gonna do anything
They speak to the
until he called me from a number that I can answer. I'm not doing anything.
thrust of
He gonna have to catch me off guard for to talk to me.
lost contact. With no heat, the ship loses its power. They lie at the bottom of the ocean, hoping to be rescued. A fleet of vessels
For
fast
what,
approaches
Cooker?
the flight.
If you give me a good reason why, for what?
There's no signs of Virgil, only
For what?
vocalizations. Just as they're about to get out, Finch realizes something about the whales. The whales are circling the ship, and they successfully rescue Josh and Beck. A week later, Finch sits at an internet cafe. With his trusted computer in his pocket, he shares the heroics of the fallen members of the crew in the tiny world. Subscribe to watch more videos.
I like that he's seldomly trying though. Like I do give it that, and I get depressed on holidays. I do too, but you know I done got over that
Recapped here. Today,
because I done got so used to it.
horror sci-fi film called Under the Skin.
So I'm over it.
Watch out and take care. A speck of light bursts across a dark space in a room that shines over a sphere that slowly transforms into an eye.
I know what you mean.
Woman speaks in audible.
I don't really have.
Until she's able to utter recognizable words.
I don't really have anybody either, to be honest.
A
You know,
motorcyclist stops by the side of a road to pick up an unconscious
sometimes I believe Jade will be my only like outlet to keep from going completely insane.
wears her clothes. After dressing her, she stares at the woman as a tear flows from her eye. As she prepares to leave, the female sees an ant crawling on the woman's body, so she bends down and picks it up. She allows it to crawl on her fingers as she curiously observes the insect. Up in the sky, strange lights come
I've never been to a Halloween party, and I've
moving away from each other.
gone trick or treating as a kid maybe twice, and that's it. Oh, you don't have any siblings? What about your sister? Don't you have a sister? I thought for sure you had a sister.
The female puts her lipstick on and drives through the streets of Glasgow, observing the people walking by. Not long, a man alone on the sidewalk catches her watchful eye, so she calls his attention by honking the horn. When the man approaches the van, she rolls down her window and asks him
I mean,
to the M8.
y'all can't like,
After the man gives her the directions, she asks the man.
you can't hang out with her friends. I mean, you can't like tag along.
So she lets him go on his way.
I mean, knowing that you don't have any, or she don't want you around.
The female attempts to get acquainted with the man by asking him for some personal information. However, she becomes disinterested when the man tells her that he has a family. When the female spots another man on the highway, she tells him that she got lost looking for the M8. Before the man could give her the directions, she asks him if he's walking to be home.
Don't know you.
When she learns that he is living by himself,
You're
she
okay.
gives him a ride.
You know, look, when you lived, as long you haven't, you can't compare me to you, because I done did this a very long time, and you get used to it after a while. Right now, you're just 16. You think it's 16 to 16 teenage behavior is just a whole lot different from adult behavior. It really is. And y'all get depressed about whole things. But once you get used to it, you're like, this, I have accepted this. And you move on. But it takes time, though. It takes time. And sometimes I still get a little, about it. But I realize that this is life. This is my life.
When the man is submerged, she walks
When you get older and you still know me, we'll have a whole different conversation. Because right now, you're still a teenager. You're still speaking as a teenager, and you're still acting like one. You can say what you want right now as a teenager because you have not lived life. I don't know why, man, you always get into these debates about living life when you only live 16 years of it. And I have lived 44 years of it. Some people do get used to being alone. Not saying that, oh, that's their ideal life of wanting to be alone. No, but you get used to it. If I have relationship, I absolutely would kill myself. That's your nature, and teenagers are so vulnerable. 6 months, I won't be a teenager anymore. But yes, you will. You still will be a teenager.
The female heads back to the dilapidated house with the unconscious swimmer on the passenger seat.
Are you going to be 20? You still going to be a teenager. You might be a young adult. You still going to be a teenager, though.
The motorcyclist picks a piece of paper on the ground.
Once you get up in your 40s, you will be seeing life a whole lot differently. If you allow yourself that. Once you get in your 40s, you see life differently.
The car drives away.
No, you're still a teenager. Just a young adult.
She tries to follow him, but she quickly turns around when she sees
As soon as you turn 20, you are no longer a teenager.
women who drag her with them into the bar. The confused female doesn't know what to do, so she joins them. The female, unsettled by the crowd and the
Look, I see life as this.
so she finds her way out.
When I was young and I was a teenager like you, and even a young adult, you up to about 30, up to about age 35, I got into deep depression. I had to go to therapy. But then once I got around in my 40s, 41, 42, I was like,
oblivious to the
I start seeing things differently and accepting things for what they are instead of for what I want them to be. And that's what's wrong with humans and the humans and human nature. It's what we want things to be, and we want that stuff to be now, and we got to realize everybody is not like you. And you have to worry about the world has changed. And if you don't rightfully accept this change into your head, no, not saying lower your standards. Accept things for what they are. And sometimes that means being alone because you don't want to lower your standards. Now, that's what I'm trying to say. If you can't accept things for what they are, then you are going to lower your standards because you need to have that somebody. But if you accept things for what they are, you will not lower your standards and wait on to what you want. And waiting is not always fun, but you have to accept that. It's all about accepting. And when you're young and stuff, it's hard. It's hurry up and wait with young people. You don't want to hurry up and wait. Young people want instant gratification. Even some older people do. That's because they have not accepted things for what's being presented to them. You can't want instant gratification all the time. And you can't go by what you feel love is or what, because nobody don't feel the same way you do. You might be asking for one thing, but do you know that it's hard to achieve your one thing because nobody thinks like that anymore? They don't think like that no more. Baby, you will find people that's, look at me. I might think almost on your level, but look how many years apart I am from you. It's rarity for people to have morals. And I have accepted how this world is, and I don't want this. So it's either I'm gonna change or I'll leave. Well, honey, all I can say is well, and that is for you to decide. I can't nobody decide that for you. It's all about adapting. You have to adapt. Change, there's nothing you can do about change. It's going to happen. Things don't stay the same. People becoming shittier and shittier and shittier. It ain't going to get even shittier until you find that rare little gem. It's like winning the lottery. It's either you change and accept and change, or be in misery. One thing I fear, and one thing I for sure will do before I die, is meet you. Well, I'm gonna make sure I prolong and prolong it and prolong it and prolong it until you realize that you don't want to go anymore. We're gonna do whatever I can to save your life, okay? Nobody has changed. I've been in a shitty situation for 17 years. I want change. You're going to have to change you, sir. You just feel they haven't changed because it's not what you want. You're going to have to change yourself or accept that they are going to still be shitty. Like I say, change has to come either from you or other people. It's going to come. Somebody got to do it. I can't say the word inevitable. Oh, I just said it. Change is inevitable. It's inevitable. Even if it's in you, in somebody else, in that, change is inevitable.
The female ends up in a restaurant where she orders a slice of chocolate cake. She takes a small piece and slowly puts it in her.
What do I have to change about myself? I've been better than myself. Cooker, do you really want me to answer that question without you getting offended?
When she gets on the bus, the driver warns her.
With this, because it might offend you a little bit. Because
the driver tells him to leave her.
No, I'm not even gonna go there.
After getting off the bus, the female.
No, I'm not gonna go there. It's just some things that I see I don't know you like that, so I'm not gonna say that this is who you are. I'm not gonna say this is who you are all the time. Maybe this is who you are during a chat. But some of the things that I see during the chat, I could kind of see why you are in a predicament that you are in. And you probably see the same shit about me. Everybody can see different things about other people, but they can't see about themselves. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't even be in front of you talking, but the way you speak, I can kind of see why things are how they are for your life. I can kind of see because I think I've been through some of that stuff you've been going through to a certain extent. I'm trying to beat around the bush because I've been through it to a certain extent, but not as hard as you're going through it, but pieces of it. How am I holding? You are holding yourself back. I didn't already told you. For one thing, you expect you out of other people. And that is the biggest no that you can have. That is the biggest, most fucked up thing that you could do to your life. Is expect you from other people. And then when you get them, you don't want to accept them, even though they've been fake themselves. You don't want to accept that stuff was fake. Sooner you accept people are fake or don't mean it because they made you feel good about it. You have to, when you accept when they change their colors and take their mask off, that's who they are truly. All that other shit don't matter except for after the butt. I'm nice, but that's what matters after that damn butt. So there's no one who have the certain traits I wanted a person. That is a fairy tale person. If you gonna look for all your traits that you want out of a person, you are going to be alone forever. You're gonna have to be. What you're gonna have to do is get somebody that come fit at least 60%. And if you can accept their flaws and they can accept your flaws, that's how you're going to be happy. But if you're looking for everything, you're not going to never be happy. Ever. Because you're looking for perfection, and perfection don't exist. Perfection will never exist. You will never find a person like you. Even though you're not perfect yourself, but you want somebody to have the same morale as you do, and that is never going to happen, sir. Never, ever, ever, ever. And if you do find somebody with the same morale as you, they're going to have something else that's fucked up about them. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be something else you don't like. You're like, well, you do this, but you're fucked up over here. You know, it's always going to be something. I don't have many things, though. I'm looking for someone who loves me and cares. But it's love you the way you want, how you feel you deserve to be loved. People love you how they want to love you. Not how, well, I think Talonda wants me to love her this way. It's not going to happen. However they feel they want to love you, that's how they're going to love you or not love you. And hopefully they get it close enough to what you want. And that'll be good. But people still don't get that right. It's going to take some time to find that mate, baby. It will time to find that mate. That is not an easy task, finding that mate. It really is not. People sometimes, look at me, been searching my whole life for that mate. Well, I ain't been searching. I'm hoping my mate come to me. Maybe he'll break in my house or whatever, because I don't go nowhere to find no mate. And I just, That's why I'm scared, because Robert faked and became my perfect person. So does that mean no one gonna?
He tells Jake too that it's better if they limit some on technology
Not
companies.
if it's
That will slow
real.
down the shutdown.
If it's
He
real,
assures Jake one that she isn't horrible. Contrary to
two
Jake,
imperfectly
a little
if
while
they
ago,
come off
video
perfect,
network and his wife plays in the background.
it's a red flag right there. I'm sorry, I even hate to tell you that, but it's the truth. Somebody come on being a perfect person because they know how to adapt to people. That's how my ex-friend was. He know how to adapt to all people in all situations to manipulate the situation for himself. He knows how to do that. So it's only so long you can fake that. So after a while the mask start coming off. You know, it might sometimes people can wear that mask for 5, 6, 7 years. And then it start crumbling down. Then it'd be too late for the other person because they be in mad. They be in love with the fake person. But once they get tired of wearing that mask, and that mask is, and they ready to go do something else and go wear a mask for somebody else, or they just tired of wearing that mask for you, they be so heartless when taking that mask off. Oh Lord, if you're gonna base your life off love, all off love, then I see why you're gonna always have problems for the rest of your life. Because you have to love yourself first before you know what love actually is. I see somebody that do not love themselves. That's what I see when you talking. I feel that you do not love yourself. You don't know how to love yourself because you're looking for love from somebody else instead of when you love you first. That love from other people is additional. It's not necessity. That's all there is, Londa. What else besides love? And do I love my and no, you don't. You don't love yourself. No, you don't. I don't hear self-love from you. I don't hear that. And if I do hear that, I'll let you know. But that's not what I hear from you. You see someone who loves others more than myself. So Jada isn't necessity. I love myself, and Jada is my daughter. I'm talking about relationships like other than stuff like that. You can't that's comparing apples to oranges at this point because Jada is my daughter. That is somebody I birthed. We talking about people outside, people coming to the inside. You have to love you before those people out there will love you. Jada, me and that down, no, that don't down. That's not even no comparison. Those are no comparison to those people out in the streets. Oh my goodness! Is her love a necessity? No, I don't feel my sisters love me. And they my family members. I don't feel my mother love me. I don't feel no, and I'm still just kicking, just a kicking. So, hello. It's not a necessity, but it's something that I want. I want Jada to love me. Yes, I do want her, but it's not a necessity for me to live. She can fall out of love with me right now. That'll hurt me. Yes, it'll hurt me to my heart. But that's not a necessity for me to live. It's not a necessity. You're still alive, aren't you? Damn, you said, but you just won't accept that it's more to life than somebody loving you. Cause you don't. That's why I know you don't love yourself because you're still, and that's why I know I don't fully love myself either because I still blame my past for not loving people. If I love myself, I would not blame my past anymore. Okay, not a necessity for you to live, but a necessity to live a happy life, right? Do we agree? No, I don't. I don't agree with that. I still don't agree with you, Cooker. You're 17. Of course, that's what you think. It's not, love is not it. It's not the last thing on earth. It's not the last thing for your happiness. You could be happy without that. Self-love, well, okay, maybe he won't you maybe you'll still feel a void, but he won't stop you from living a content life. Maybe not a super happy life. Like I can agree with you on that, but you can't be content without nobody loving you. Because if you love yourself enough, you will attract other people that will love you. And that's what my problem is. That's whatever I have on the inside reflects on the outside. And I don't think I even realized that. So I'm you could be content without somebody loving you. You can, as long as you love you. But if you don't love you, it doesn't matter if 1,000 people out there love you. You still not gonna be happy. No, I don't. You would drive me bananas. No, I wouldn't. No, I don't. You would drive me absolutely bananas. I just can't do it. You and Jada could get married. How about that? But I must warn you, Jada don't give a fuck about nothing. That's how I know somebody could be happy without a motherfucker loving them. Jada, that Capricorn up in there. She don't give a fuck about nobody, nothing, or anything. She don't care. All about mama. That's it. Other than that, zero fucks given. Let's be each other's plan B. If I'm, oh hell no, I am not gonna be cougar lady. I don't think so. I'm gonna have my 35 cats, and I'm gonna be done with it. But Jada's built like that. I'm built differently. I've always wanted love and care more. Well, until you grow out of that and realize people are not like you, you're gonna stay miserable. You can reprogram yourself. You can, sir. I've done it. I done reprogrammed myself 3 times. And I done fucked it up all 3 times. Now I'm like, do it again. Oh, yes. Maybe you got to reprogram yourself to the world. But why should I have to grow out of that? Why? It's called adapting, sir. Yes, let's change the subject because you're going to have to adapt. Adapting is part of life. So yes, let's just change the subject because if you stay the same, you're going to be left behind. And that's all I got to say about that. I need to go get me a liquor bottle. And that's why you're going to always be hurt. So basically, at this point, you're willing to hurt yourself over and over because you refuse to adapt to that one thing. You need to, or you're going to stay fucked up. That's all I got to say. So I'll be the flower girl at our... Wait a minute. What kind of fucking sense does that make? How you gonna be a flower girl at your own wedding? You gonna be a flower girl before it's over with. You don't care for what you don't care what you got to. You know what? That's what you should dress. That's what you should dress up as Halloween, as a fucking flower girl. But you can just get this silly shit out your head. I'm so tired of you wanting to be the flower girl. Please wear your flower girl outfit tomorrow, on the 31st, and that way you could go be your flower girl. Well, Cougar, I feel sorry for you because well, I hope you find what you're looking for, but it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. You'll be the groom and the flower girl. Oh my Lanta lamb chops. That'll be the oddest damn wedding on this planet. They were like, how he the groom and the flower girl? He come down throwing the flowers. And then after he get finished throwing the flowers, he go stand in the groom spot. That'd be the oddest and the most weirdest wedding on earth. Lord have mercy. Why Jada so loud? See, Jada have fun by herself, with herself. She ain't in there talking to no damn body. She ain't there having a perfectly good party. A perfectly good party. I don't see how she do it, but she does. Jade said she was born with no siblings. She don't give a damn.
I don't hang with jealous bitches.
Oh, that little bit probably ruined my whole life, which it ain't gonna be much anyway. Well, I said I was gonna go to the movies. I might go to the movies tonight. I don't watch Mob Wives. I don't even know what that is. I don't watch that stuff. I might need to go to the movies to go see Halloween Kills. I know Jada is not gonna go with me. I think the movie started at 8:30. I probably won't go. Or I'll go to a later one. I don't know what I want to do. I think I might just stay home. It's kind of cool outside. I think it's about, I don't like all that cold stuff. Let's see. The degrees outside is 61 degrees, and that is cold for me. Didn't she say she wants to go to the movies with you? When? She ain't gonna go see no damn Halloween though. She likes scary movies, she do, but if Jada don't come to me first, tell her, oh Mom, Halloween is out. She don't want to see Halloween. How I know Jada want to go see a movie, she'll come mention it to me. She ain't mention that to me. Cause like me and you going, she's automatically say that we're going. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go to the movies Saturday, Mom. I'm like, okay. We're going to see Halloween Kills. That's how she present things. That we're going, not can we go. We are going. So it's like, okay. It's like when she took me to dinner yesterday. She took me to dinner yesterday. She had told me Thursday. She was like, are you going to be busy? I was like, no. Do the same to her. Ha! See, the only thing about that is when Jada is very... See, Jada is very tenacious with her nose. I'm a little bit more lenient. But when she don't want it, She got it. I don't want her being miserable the whole time. I don't mind going to the movies by myself. See, like I keep telling you, I don't need nobody else to have me no fun. If it's something I want to go do, I'll go out to dinner by myself. I'll go out of town by myself. And I'll go to the movies by myself. I don't care. I will go right up in there and sit up in there, enjoy my popcorn and my freezy freeze, and I enjoy my movie and I bring my ass home. I don't need nobody else to do none of those things with. Can you hear my TV in the back? Lowly? Because I could barely hear it. But my hearing is not the best, so. It's called, it's a YouTuber called Story Recap. I've been binge watching all of his content. He recaps a bunch of movies, and that's how I know if I want to see them or not. You ain't never found a YouTuber out of the blue and be like, oh, they have some good content. And then you sit there and you binge watch all of their stuff. And I got it going on the TV, so it's playing all of their stuff back to back to back. So, hey, Tawana. Whew, child, I feel so full after I drank that water. I had like 30. Wait a minute. 16 and 16 is 32. Man, I had 32 ounces of water in that little bit of time. Now I feel stuffed. I be drinking all that water and I still feel so dry. My lips and stuff be dry and I be like, it's not because I'm dehydrated. I need to get somebody to get my voodoo doll and just take some of the stomach out and take some of these fat arms down. Yeah, I know. I just dropped these back to back. I drank 264 ounces of my little chug. I'm gonna show y'all my little thing Jada bought me. I drank 2 of those a day. And I be pissy than a motherfucker. Pissy. I take my little jug everywhere I go. When I eat after work. Everything. I don't want that drink. I got my drink right here. And I drink. I'm the most water is drinking person. That's why I don't see why my body be feeling dry. I guess when I only drink, it's like, well, I want to cut it down to 80 ounces a day. And now my body feels dry because it's so used to 100, I guess, or more. Oh, you only gave me 60 ounces of water today. Now I'm gonna make your lips dry. No, it's what came to mind. You hide vodka in that bottle. Ooh. If I did, I'd probably be a more delightful person. When I drink, I'm the most laid back person. I'm one of the laid back is more just get along and sit back, chill. I don't get loud. What comment? Taiwan practicing for Puerto Rico. Oh, ha! Oh, that. Ha! With the Ola. I just called her that. I thought he was trying to say you are in practicing, like doing something else practicing, but not. I wasn't even thinking about the language. My legs be hurting. I'm getting off. I'm tired of it's the old or big. I guess getting old is better than the alternative. Whew, but child, it's a time. And I ended up getting older and older and older. As long as I keep living, I be older and older and older. Until I find me a fountain of youth somewhere. And you know what? Even if I did fountain of youth, well, not fountain of youth. Well, if I could just stick, I think if I could knock off about 10 years and then drink from the fountain of youth, I think I'd be all right. But I don't think I would want to live more than 150. And then I'd be over it. You know what I'm saying? I'd be sick of this shit. I'm already about sick of human beings as it is. But about 150 years should be enough. You know, enough is a fucking enough. After that. Some drinks do lay you back. All drinks lay me back. Every last one of anything that pertains alcohol lays me back. I am the most laid back drunk there is. I don't stamble. I don't stumble over people. Tawana, you want to be my plan B? If see how you are so not loyal, Cooker. See how you just jump from one person to the next. You won't ask me that and then ask Tawana that, and we're cousins. You ain't shit. Why is it? Tawana is younger. She might say yes. You reject me, love. Wow. So you go on to the next one. That's my fucking cousin. You could have go found somebody else. Really? Her? Oh, Lordy, 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 Lordy. Okay, I'll try your dog. How dare you? So you're gonna go from me, my cousin, to my daughter. Okay, Footman. Plan B, nah. If I can't be first choice, I'm not for you. I don't wait for people to want me. I know that's right, Taiwan. And look at he even going even further. He ain't shit. And he wonder why his life is in shambles. Look, he ain't shit. Jada ain't gonna want his ass either. I'm looking at I got to rewind how they threw a little boy out the helicopter. They just threw the little boy out the helicopter. Just fuck it. This invasion of body snatchers. Like, OMG.
The girl introduces herself as Jen and tells her that her father runs the base. Jen takes Marty to her home and tries to introduce Marty to her mother, but she's passed out on the sofa. Jen discloses that her mother is now in the home as she takes a sip of her mother's vodka. So she goes to his parents' bedroom.
I need to find me some kind of social life.
Jen screaming outside while some military personnel
It ain't nothing wrong with being social, but I'm sure we'll be picky with everything else.
Blackie, who's not enthusiastic about Steve's presence at the base, tells the captain to assist Steve in any way so he can leave as soon as possible. While gathering samples of the river,
Once I find me a social life, I'll be all right. I just want to talk to some people sometimes anyway, because all that, I don't think my attitude, it's not fit for to live with somebody else with that has a different personality. You know what I'm saying? I just, because sometimes I just be wanting to just be by myself.
back at the house, several soldiers arrive to deliver some equipment for Steve. Marty lets them in, but she's puzzled when she finds the soldiers inside her father's room. When she asks them what they're doing, they claim that they're just delivering boxes. Meanwhile, Andy is brought to the daycare center, where children are taught to drum. When a teacher tells them,
I think I'm finna get off here. I'll see y'all later. I'm finna go. I'm finna take my ass to the movies. Bye.